Good afternoon, brothers, sisters, and gender-norma sisters. It's time for some more Hogwarts Legacy with me, your host, Ollamh. Welcome, welcome, welcome. My tie's a little bit off, or at least according to the camera. All right, there we go. So yes, last time we managed to go, we did our beast lessons, and we are now able to capture various different beasts around the land. We also got the Helm of Urgot, not Urdnot. Urdnot is the clan in Mass Effect. I keep trying to get those two confused. So yeah, now we are on to trying to get people reconnected with their forgotten friends or family members. So with that said, let's go ahead and jump straight on into the game, shall we? That is, once OBS realizes that the game is playing. There we go. So I did notice we had gained 1 talent point, so we need to put that in somewhere. I'm thinking we're going to put this towards our core. For example, we can do a successful evading an unblockable attack with dodge contributes to ancient magic. Or we could do stupefy deals direct damage on impact, which I think is the better of. I think we're going to get that one. So, somebody did comment on yesterday's video, yesterday's live stream, that the reason why a lot of the missions are the direct missions, the story missions are so easy is because we are way overpowered compared to what we should be. So, for example, if we come in here, we say, you know, the meeting Sebastian, we're supposed to be level 15. We're level 23. Finding the Tale of Roland Oaks, we're supposed to, suggested level is 10. We are more than double that, so it should be pretty easy. It's kind of funny that we're that far advanced and stuff. But yeah. So that's where we're gonna start. We're gonna start with that. We're waiting to hear from Gladwin Moon as far as who's putting the demiguise statues down. And we have a friend indeed, Sirona, at the 3 broomsticks. Now this one doesn't have a suggested level, which indicates that it may ramp up with us. So the higher our level, the more impact that has. You know, the higher the enemies are going to be. They're going to level with us. Like the troll, the side quest that we had where we had to go and pacify the troll that this guy was trying to train, that actually is always a little bit above where what level you are. So yeah, the Oaks family should be pretty easy. So we're going to need to wait for her to wake up and get her butt out here. Oh, people wanting to sleep and stuff. Hi.
Hello, Adelaide. I received your owl.
Thank you for coming.
No
You see,
problem.
My uncle Roland is a metal trader who's quite well known in the goblin community. He normally sends me owls every week when he's on his business travels. In
Right.
his last owl, he alluded to dealings with those radical goblins, Ranrock's loyalists. It's been ages since that owl and I'm worried. What with the troll attack on Hogsmeade and the rumours that goblins may have been involved, well, I'm fearing the worst. Should I be worried about my uncle, or am I overthinking this?
I mean, I would be worried.
I think you're right to be concerned, Adelaide.
I'm just
your
saying.
uncle may be in trouble.
You're much more understanding than Professor Weasley. She heard I was going to look for him and forbade me from leaving the grounds. She's convinced he can handle himself, but I can't concentrate on anything until I know he's all right. Could you try to find out for me? From what I hear, you're almost as adventurous as Uncle Roland.
Almost?
Has your uncle traded with many goblins?
Yes, for ages. Even speaks gobbledygook. But he only recently mentioned Ranrock's lot. Insisting the galleons were worth the risk. He does it for me. Between robes and supplies, attending Hogwarts costs a fair sickle. And besides that, Uncle Roland has expensive taste. He's sacrificed so much for me over the years. I promised him that as soon as I finish Hogwarts, I shall be the one taking care of him.
Well, that's nice.
I take it you and your uncle are close.
We are. My mother died when I was born, and I lost my father when I was 5. Uncle Roland's looked after me for as long as I can remember. He knows I get anxious when he travels, and that's why he sends me all the owls, to let me know that he's all right.
All right, I'll see what I can learn.
I'll try and look into it for you, Adelaide.
Thank you. He's very thorough in his record keeping, notes all his trades in a journal, makes maps. In fact, in his last owl, he drew me a map of his next stop. He'd planned to set up camp north of here. I do hope you're able to find out where he is. Thank you again for any help you can provide.
Well, isn't that convenient that he's nearby? All right, so let's take a look at the world map. Okay, so yeah, that's up close to Jackdaw's. All right, so we'll teleport up there, and then we'll just fly off and kind of zigzag around and see what we can find. We should be able to find something, that's for sure.
Allow me.
Allow you to what? Sorry. I just kind of wandered away when you were speaking. That's rather rude of me. But I'm sure you were probably just wanting to start a fight or
Could this
something.
be Mr. Oakes' campsite?
It could be.
Ranrock's loyalists, just ahead. Will I take them by force or be discreet?
What have we here? Another human?
Petrificus totalis. Now to find out what happened here.
There we go. That was easy. Far easier than I was expecting it to be. I figured that they would have, like, once I started hitting some of them, they'd turn around and be like, oh, hey, what's going on? All right. Let's get some of that.
Adelaide said that her uncle kept notes of his trades, maps. Perhaps
Okay,
these landmarks will lead me to him.
So we went along the river and past some ruins. Okay.
Mr. Oakes' trade journal.
Ranrock's lot agreed to meet, but I do feel a tad uneasy. They amended their requests and were angry when I asked questions. I overheard some of their plan in gobbledygook. They're after my rare metal deposits that are suitable for drilling. I'm afraid of upsetting them further. They seem rather volatile, and I need this transaction to happen. Perhaps we can work out a compromise. Perhaps not. Roland Oakes. Yeah, probably not a great idea.
Spanners are important, though, aren't they? Even in a fight.
A rock formation. That's the first landmark on this map. Now to find the crooked tree.
Well, if we follow the river, we should see it. We didn't cross the river.
Abandoned long ago, no doubt.
Where the heck are we going, actually? Oh, we are going all the way down to here? No. Look at tree? There are some balloons to pop here, it looks like, yeah.
Revelio.
There's a landing point there.
I swear. None of you ever.
But it seems like we missed that we got four. There were 4 balloons, but there should have been 5, right?
Revelio.
Perfect. Target practice.
Ah, there's the last one. Then it looked like there was a landing point. Yeah, right there. Curious. There's just a... Huh. Okay. That's a little odd. All right, let's see here. So yeah, he was... here, and it looked like he was going south. I mean, that looks like it might be the, that looks like the... Yeah, this looks like the ruins that he was looking at.
Ice goblin.
What do we have here? Trouble's brewing and I'm without my friends.
It won't be long now before we find another repository.
Oh, come on.
Way up.
Really? Fine. Fuck you.
I may have more luck higher up in the keep.
More luck doing what? That's the question. Is this even where we're supposed to be?
Protectus totalis. Glad it was never locked up here.
There's still
The ladder.
time.
That's what I need.
See, that's the problem with people who are like, "Oh, hey, we need to take control and stuff like this." We've been kept down for so long. And it's like, okay, but see,
I know it. Ah.
Hello? Descender. I'm a goblin, not a toy. I won't rest. Potato.
This is the spot on the map.
ah,
Best
okay.
have my wits about me.
So this is the right place then.
This looks like trouble.
All right, I wasn't sure. I figured it probably was because we found the ruins.
What will we find in here?
Well, hopefully, Mr. Oaks.
Revelio.
It's punishment to us all to have that miserable human around.
Excuse me? How has he seen me? All right, I was gonna say, I'm like, come on now. Really?
Who's it?
It's Totalis.
What's that?
It looks as though Adelaide's instincts were spot on. Aloha Mora. Revelio.
Someone there?
Petrificus Totalis. Your blood's on Ranrock's hands.
You didn't. Wait, did you kill him? I didn't think we just like outright killed him. All right, so we can get yeah, better resistance to goblin silver. Or goblin steel, goblin silver, yeah. All right.
Revelio.
Okay, this is where that archer was, or that ranger.
A human's word is worthless. This prisoner owes us the metal we were promised.
A moment.
What was that?
I was dodging, thank you.
I feel as though you're not even trying.
Potato! Expelliarmus, confringo!
You won't get away with that.
Well, it seems like I got away with it. I mean, just judging by the fact that I'm still standing and you're not, I would say I definitely got away with something. I'm not quite sure what it was, but, you know.
Revelio. Incendio.
Okay, what did you just open?
Revelio. Incendio.
Okay.
Revelio.
Wait, did the goblins even know this was back here? Nope, 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 nope. Oh well. Okay, so yeah, what did you do? Oh. Oh, you made it so that I could open this one.
Revelio.
Oh, wow, that's a lot of fucking people.
One way or another, we'll get what we're
All right, let's take a lesson from Obi-Wan and take the high ground.
Revelio.
Everybody's like, what the fuck happened to Bob? What just happened? I love the utter confusion, just like the huh?
Seems quiet. Too quiet.
All right, that's Loyalist Warrior. Aha, there's the named guy.
Bring me a dozen humans to battle. I'll take them all. Run the other way when they see these humans do. Every time. Who's out now? Potato! Stop it! Descender! I won't rest. you could best the likes of me.
Protego!
This is where you will. Someone's taken out last thing!
Stupid one!
Nothing, that's all. Oh, no! I won't rest until poor little moon was that your best?
You are terribly up there. Surely you can
Descend. Leviosa!
I will make you pay.
Ah, God damn it.
Confringo! Descendo!
I won't rest.
Protego!
All right, there's the Wicked Well potion that we burned.
Revelio!
I don't know. It seems like they should have some that I should have some sort of like something from that. I mean, we're getting plenty of money. All right, I think that's everything. So what's off and over here? Let's hide ourselves again. Another Wicked Well potion. Some more money.
This must be Mr. Oakes's wand. Perhaps now he can set himself free.
Perhaps. I don't think we were supposed to find that before we found Mr. Oakes, though.
Revelio.
Alright, so I think he is down here. Probably down where it's been telling us to go for a while.
Revelio.
Like there's a chest in through this grate. There we go. Checked gloves. Great.
Revelio.
Oh, a little bit more money. Ooh, a whopping 2.
I wonder if Adelaide's uncle could be down there. Petrificus totalis.
Someone out there?
Petrificus totalis. Revelio.
These are some really nasty looking torture rooms here. All right. Right.
Hello? Mr. Oakes.
Yes, I'm here. They've taken my wand. This cell has an enchanted lock. I have experience with these locks, but I need my wand if I have any chance of opening it. Look for a boiler door. I've heard them speak of it.
Fortunately, I've already found your wand, Mr. Oakes.
Oh, you found it! Pass it to me. Hurry, before they come. I must get out. Hurry!
Well, okay, here.
You did it!
Well, aren't you a
Found
dapper
my wand
Dan?
and... Wait, you're a student? Oh, we must get you to safety immediately. It's dangerous.
It's all right, Mr. Oakes. I've dealt with these goblins before.
Dear Merlin, you're either very lucky or very talented. Well, how did you find me?
Or
I'm a
both?
friend of Adelaide's. She was worried about your business with Ranrock's loyalists.
Oh, she was right to be. I couldn't go through with the agreement, and when I told them, I ended up blindfolded and behind bars. Been locked in that infernal cell for so long, they'd forgot I was even there. I overheard things. If only I could reward you for what you've done. Blasted goblins stole every Knut on me. All I can say is thank you, truly.
You mentioned you overheard things.
Sad tale, really. I think I know where Ranrock's unfortunate vendetta against wizardkind began. Although dragon breeding was outlawed by the Warlocks Convention of 1709, Ranrock stumbled upon an illegal dragon camp. He was young, found the creatures fascinating. He'd visit the camp in secret whenever he could, never making his presence known. After weeks of sly surveillance, he finally summoned the courage to speak to the wizard in charge. Ranrock wanted to join them, and the creatures. The wizard happened to drop his wand. Ranrock saw an opportunity. He picked it up, went to hand it back as a means of introducing himself. The sight of a goblin with a wand sent the wizard into an instant rage. He beat Ranrock nearly to death. Ever since, Ranrock has despised wizardkind. Sees
Okay,
us
that's
all as
kind of
cruel.
understandable, yeah.
Am I right that you speak gobbledygook?
Unbeknownst to Ranrock's fiends, I do. I've always had an affinity for goblin culture. Knew I wanted to be a metal trader ever since I was a lad. It wasn't easy learning the language. It's complex, and my memory's as weak as my knees these days. But after decades working with fine goblin folk, I grew fairly proficient. At least, I'd like to think so.
I'm grateful I was able to help you, Mr. Oakes. Adelaide thinks the world of you.
Oh, and I her. She's become quite savvy to my trading habits, always analyzing my detailed owls. If only I hadn't resorted to trading with such fiends. A lesson I shan't soon forget.
I hope
Having my
not.
wand back is like being reunited with an old friend. I must return home and inform Adelaide of my safety. Will you be all right?
I'll be fine, Mr. Oakes. You get back to Adelaide.
Come on, I got
I
this
assure
far on
you,
my own.
Her worries outweigh yours.
Oh, I'm anxious to see my dear niece. And then I plan to travel far from here for my next round of trading. Thank you. May life reward you justly for your deeds. Be well, my friend.
I'll try.
Mr. Oakes was lucky. Ranrock's lot would never have freed him.
All right, so we're ready to go in and oh. Oh, right, we can't use our map in here. All right, give me just a moment here. I need to take a real quick break and check on something. We'll be right back. All right, and I'm back. So yeah, we need to walk out of here, which should be pretty easy.
Revelio.
Oh, we missed some chests up there, but I'm not going to worry about it. I'm not doing a completionist route. I'm just having fun. But yeah, again, was not too terribly difficult, but then again, we're more than twice the level that we should be. And we're getting used to sneaking again, so yeah. Sneaking in this game is a little bit different. Alright, so now we should be able to... Do we need to go back to Adelaide? No. Alright, so let's go ahead and go to Hogsmeade. To the 3 broomsticks. Oh, there's a couple. There's a couple quests there. I find it interesting that they give us advance notice of where the side quests are. That's a nice touch.
Field guide. I'm most pleased to be included.
Glad you came.
All right, but okay, there is somebody up here, upstairs. Ah, yes. No, he's around behind here.
I'll fix him, that charm grinder.
Excuse me?
Sir, is everything all right?
How kind of you to ask. The name's Ackley Barnes. And no, it is not. I'm plotting a sort of revenge against my ex-business partner, a conniving fiend by the name of Alfred Lawley. He cut me out of our herbology supply business just as we were getting started. Said I was too volatile to work with. I'll show him volatile.
Well, that sounds frustrating.
That must have been frustrating for you.
Yes, it was. Terribly. I'm simply passionate about my work. Supercilious fool. He's passionate about things too, as I intend to remind him by relieving him of his prized possession. A venomous tentacula he's grown from a seedling that was to be the keystone of our business venture. I can't get anywhere near it with Ruth Singer watching me like an augury. Lawley's doing, no doubt. But no one would suspect a student. How would you feel about committing some grand plant larceny?
You said Mr. Lawley was your ex-business partner. What were you working on?
I had an idea to train venomous tentacula, create guard plants, if you will, that attacked when ordered. We hit a snag when one ate Lawley's Kneasel. After that, he cut me out of the business, the short-sighted fiend.
Right.
Why do you need Mr. Lawley's venomous tentacula in particular?
Simple. If I have it, then Lawley doesn't. Ergo, I can launch my business, and he must start all over again. I'm killing 2 snidgets with 1 stone.
What else is in Mr. Lawley's cellar?
All of Lawley's herbology supplies. He has quite
know-
a collection. Fill your pockets while you're there. Or to slow him down for a bit. And I can get my business going minus any competition.
I'm not sure this is something a student should be doing on your behalf.
Oh, it's nothing. And he deserves it. Trust me. He'll be in and out of there in no time.
Very well. I'll see what I can do.
Excellent.
I'll find
I shall
another
be
way.
right here. All I ask is that you bring me the venomous tentacula. Remember, I just need that venomous tentacular.
Mr. Barnes will only get in trouble going down this path. I need to find another way to get him a venomous tentacular.
Oh wait, I actually have one. So I'm gonna give him one and tell him that it's from there, right?
Hello, Mr. Barnes. I have that venomous tentacular.
Wish I could see Lawley's face when he realizes his prized possession is gone. We'll see who's volatile now. Well done. I'll take it off your hands now.
It wasn't as easy to come by as I had expected. I'd like to be paid for my troubles.
Only fair, I suppose. I can respect your business acumen. Here's a little something for your next trip to Zonko's.
Pay me,
Thank you
motherfucker.
again for your help.
Oh, I think I have a bright future as well. But just not doing somebody's dirty deeds.
Glad you came.
Hi.
Hello, Sirona. I received your owl. How are you?
Hello, my friend. Did you ever find Lodgok?
I did, thank you. In fact, we're working together to try and rein in Ramrock.
Are you? I suspected you and he would get along. Perhaps best I don't know details of your plans. And I shall refrain from telling you to be careful yet again. But I hope you will be.
Of course. Your owl mentioned you're needing my help with something?
I do. I thought you might be just the person to do a favour for my friend Dorothy Sprottle in Upper Hogsfield.
I've actually met Mrs. Sprottle. I recently spoke with her about her friend Claire Beaumont.
She's lovely. Her late husband Aidan was a friend of my father's. In fact, I'd stay with Dot and Aidan the summers I waited tables here as a student. I've seen her a few times since Aidan passed, but the pub's been so busy lately, I've not been as attentive as I'd have liked. I wonder if you might pop in and see her. She may need some help collecting ingredients for her supply of Wiggenweld potion. And you could retrieve something of mine in the process. A box, full of old letters and such.
Okay.
Why does Mrs. Sprottle keep a supply of Wiggenweld potion on hand?
Dot's a skilled potioneer. She's been supplying travelling vendors with Wiggenweld potion. An ordinary precaution that has, unfortunately, become a necessity, what with Ranrock's loyalists disrupting the trade routes.
Why did Mr. and Mrs. Sprottle have your box of letters after all this time?
It's one of a few that I had when I was young. Dot found it when she was clearing out a closet. Can't imagine what's in there. Probably terribly theatrical. The ramblings of a teenage witch and her friends. You're welcome to take a peek inside, if you do find it. To be honest, I'd imagine...
Okay, so you don't mind me reading your stuff. All right, cool.
I'll try to go and see her when I can.
It would mean the world to me, and to Dorothy. Aidan was bringing the box of letters to me when he was taken ill. Dot can tell you where he might have dropped it.
All right, fine.
You'll find the hamlet.
I know. I told you that I'd literally been to see her before. What part of I've been to I know her did you not get?
Hogsfield. Now where to find Mrs. Sprottle?
Same place you found her before?
Nice to see you again, Mrs. Sprottle. Actually, Sirona Ryan asked if I'd come and see you.
Oh, dear Sirona, a gem. Has been for as long as I've known her.
She thought you might need help collecting ingredients for your Wiggenweld potion.
And she's correct. My darling Aidan used to collect hawk lumps for me. Since he died, my supply has dwindled.
I'm sorry for your loss, Mrs. Sprottle.
Oh, thank you. Love of my life. a bit lost without him. If you wouldn't mind gathering some hawk lumps for me, I'd be happy to compensate you for your time.
I can do that.
I can certainly try and find some for you.
Let's go out
That
and
would be
find some for
wonderful.
her, not give
I'm
her
worried
what
about
we
the travelling
have.
vendors and would love to get them more Wiggenweld potions.
Because we also want to
Sirona
pick up
also
the...
mentioned that Mr. Sprottle was bringing her a box of letters when he fell ill.
Indeed he was. I'd almost forgotten. I stumbled upon it just before Aidan died. He was hoping to go through it with Sirona over a butterbeer or two. Those two were always like two bowtruckles in a branch. Aidan took ill when he was collecting hawk lumps on his way to see her. He made it home, but I fear he dropped the box in the cavern. The cavern is in the hills just southwest of our hamlet. You can gather hawk lumps and collect the box of letters there.
Sounds great.
Thank you, Mrs. Sprottle.
Thank you. I'll be here if you are able to collect those hawk lumps. I and the vendors I help would greatly appreciate it.
We'll be off to the tavern after this.
This must be the cavern Mrs. Sprottle mentioned. Petrificus totalis.
Betting on the dragon fights was the best decision I've made yet.
Horklump Hollow. Well, that's very descriptive.
Better have a look around, see if I can find that box of letters. Incendio! That's all the hawk lumps for now. Mrs. Sprottle should be pleased. Revelio. Confringo. Lumos. Confringo.
All right, there we go. Like, we're almost climbing up there. Okay. Why can I not climb up? I can't get out of the water. Oh, wait. Okay. There we go. All right, let's be ready for a fight, just in case.
Revelio.
I don't know if there's actually anybody to fight here or not. Doesn't look like it. Just random money laying around. Man, the people in video games are horrible with their money.
Revelio. Either I'll have to fight that troll, or avoid it altogether.
Well, it's a bit late for that.
Expelliarmus!
Ah, crap.
Confringo! Incendio! Defender! Protego!
Let's...
Flipendo!
Yeah. How you feel about that?
Protego! Confringo! Defender! Confringo! Defender! Flipendo! Protego! Confringo! Defender! Confringo! Defender! Protego! Confringo! Defender!
All right.
One less foul hulking brute.
Even some Dittany leaves here. All right.
Revelio! Lumos.
Ugh. Those things just give me the creeps.
Revelio. Confringo.
Hello, Mr. Squirrels. Okay. Our gear spots are full. Crap. Well, that's not good. All right, so we want to get rid of something that's like 60. Yeah. That's not worth much. So we need to, I forgot to sell stuff, basically. Okay, so we traded a green for a green. That's not exactly how you want to do things? So, yeah, I'm not entirely sure. Oh. Dear Sirona, when I arrived here, I had a troubling sense that in many ways I wasn't like the other first years. I confess I worried that Hogwarts might not have been the proper place for me and pondered sending an owl to my parents, asking them to fetch me almost before the first week of classes had ended. How did you know? I presume you're not secretly yeah, one of those things. But I wonder that you seemed to know my thoughts better than I did myself. That day in the Three Broomsticks, when you spotted me huddled in the corner, staring blankly at an untouched butterbeer and an empty bit of parchment, my quill dripping ink woefully onto the floor, and you came to sit with me. Well, I shall never forget it. I recall a sudden sense of relief, as if someone had cast a levitation charm on me. When you told me about how nervous you'd been to come to Hogwarts, I looked at you, and it seemed beyond my imagination to think of you as anything but the confident, contented witch sitting before me. In the days that followed, I marveled at how you charmed, in the non-magical sense I mean, everyone around you without apology, embracing who you were and who they were. It was as though a candle had flickered on for me. I realized that I could choose that path as well. Now that my school years are ending, the frightened first year witch I had been seems worlds away. And I know it's because you saw yourself in that despairing creature in the corner of the pub and so generously extended yourself to her. Yours sincerely, Mirabelle. P.S. Please tell Miss Sprottle that I still plan on visiting her and Mr. Sprottle whenever I can, for the delightful conversation and, I'm not ashamed to admit, her incomparable cauldron cakes. Dear Sirona, I conjured this wee gift for you as a token of my gratitude. If you hadn't stood your ground on my behalf during Quidditch practice last week, I might have left the team altogether, and now we've won the Quidditch Cup. Ravenclaw House would not be the same without you. Sincerely, Sean. My dear Sirona, I've sent a note separately to dear Mr. and Mrs. Sprottle for the hospitality, but felt the need to put quill to parchment with my thanks to you as well. What a lovely respite from the castle. I won't soon forget how we giggled at that ridiculous gnome. Did he truly believe that he was singing? Did Mrs. Sprottle's steak and kidney pie was... And Mrs. Sprottle's steak and kidney pie was simply gorgeous. I shall be dreaming of it for days. I so appreciate you including me. I fear I must warn you, however, that this does not mean I will go easy on you in next week's match. You know that Ravenclaw's no match for all the Slytherin this year. Most gratefully yours, Philomena.
This must be Sirona's box of letters.
Dear Sirona, happy birthday, my darling friend. I sneaked into the kitchens and asked Finky for your favorite, Cream Crowdy. She was delighted to oblige. Not sure where she got raspberries at this time of year. Genius, that Finky. Bess. Dear Mrs. Sprottle, my mother and father were delighted to hear that you and I had spent the afternoon at Gladrags last Saturday. Truth be told, I think my mother was ever so slightly envious. I shan't soon forget how heartily we laughed at my efforts to lace a bodice of my new dress. A challenge indeed. It is the rather delicate practice of properly situating a hatpin without wounding either my hat or my head. But I adore everything that we selected, and I have you to thank for now feeling like a marvelously fashionable witch. It was a treat to dine at the Three Broomsticks without having to clear the tables. I shall own a place like that one day, mark my words. I consider myself more than lucky that you and Mr. Sprotto agreed to let me stay. I know my parents feel precisely the same. Yours gratefully, Sirona.
I think that's everything. Sirona will be glad to have this back.
I bet she will. So it sounds like Mrs. Sprotto might have kind of helped Sirona's transition.
I should find Mrs. Sprottle. She'll be glad to get these hawk lumps. Revelio.
It's just a wolf.
Petrificus totalis. Revelio.
Alright, so let's just fast travel, because screw this walking, screw even flying, we're just gonna fast travel. Alright, Mrs. Sprottle?
Wonder who lives here? Hello, Mrs. Sprottle. I have good news. I was able to harvest some hawk lumps for you, and I found Sirona's box of letters.
Oh, thank you. How wonderful. The travelling vendors will be thrilled to replenish their stock of Wiggenweld potion. And Sirona will be delighted to have those letters.
I'm
How
sure.
kind of you. Now you be careful heading back to Hogsmeade.
Oh, I'll be fine.
I should take this box of letters.
Yes, we are gonna take it back to her. That's. But we're also gonna stop by and sell off stuff that we don't need. Because there's no point in carrying around like a full pack of clothing. Especially clothing that just isn't going to be any better than what we're currently wearing.
You're back. Nice to see
I
you
am.
again.
Thank you. Go up by 60, but you go up by 64. All right, there we go.
Thanks for stopping by. Hope to see you again.
Yeah, I'm sure I'll be by sometime. Probably when you have your next upgrade, or I have another, like, host of crap to sell.
Hello, Sirona. I have good news. I was able to provide your friend Mrs. Sprottle with some hawk lumps for her Wiggenweld potion, and I found your box of letters.
Oh, thank you. I
My
knew
pleasure.
you were the one to ask.
I wondered about some of the letters in the box.
Of course. It appears most of the letters were from fellow students.
One of the letters mentions Quidditch practice. Did you play?
I did. Was the Ravenclaw Seeker for 3 years. Oh, Merlin's beard. I adore Quidditch. Nothing like the feeling of catching the golden snitch when your team's down by 140 points. I'll never forgive Professor Black for cancelling it this year. I missed cheering for Ravenclaw.
I saw a letter from someone named Mirabelle. Is that Professor Garlick?
It is. Still one of my dearest friends. I know she wouldn't mind you having seen that letter. She and I are of a similar mind, especially when it comes to young people. We believe experience to be an invaluable teacher. To borrow a phrase from Mirabelle, it's a joy to see anyone blossom, but particularly one who doubted they ever would.
I spotted a letter from you to Mrs. Sprottle. You two seem to have a lot of fun together.
We do. She taught me so much during my summers with her and Aiden. I shall be the first to admit that adolescents aren't always the easiest to understand. And not everyone was as kind to me as the Sprottles. But the depth of their kindness, and that of so many of my friends, got me through... well, got me through some challenging times, to put it mildly.
Yeah, I can see that.
I'm glad I could be of help. Mrs. Sprottle sends her best.
Don't know what I'd have done without her and Aiden. Thank you, again, for helping her, and for returning this box of letters. It's nice to reflect on good memories.
All right, so one of the things that we should probably do is go around and do more Merlin trials. I mean, I think we should be able to like finish any of them with ease at this point.
I know a Merlin trial when I see one. Revelio.
Damn. Wolf got some bite to him.
Patricius Totalis. These Merlin trials won't get the best of me.
I have no idea where we are as far as doing the Merlin trials and how close we are to getting a new upgrade. I suppose we should check that, though. We've defeated 3 infamous foes. Alright, so exploration, Merlin trials. We need 14. So we need 8 more. Alright, so there's a couple down this way. There's also some ancient magic reliquies or stores or whatever the hell they want to call them. I think of them as like reliquies, like they're...
I suspect you are the one who has been interfering with a rather personal matter. The Demiguise statues and the moons contained therein were placed as they were for good reason. You should not meddle in the personal affairs of others.
Well. All right. Give me just a moment here. I need to run to the bathroom, so we'll be right back. And then we'll do some Merlin trials. We'll swing by Hogsmeade, talk to the guy who apparently is tormenting Professor Moon, and all that good stuff. So we'll be right back. All right, and we're back.
I don't think Mr. Pemberton meant to use his own stationery. He knows something about those demiguise moons. He's in Hogsmeade, apparently. Perhaps I shall pay him a visit.
All right, looks like we're going to be blasting some stones.
Confringo! Revelio. Confringo.
Huzzah, huzzah. All right, so we're down to 7. I love how the cat's just kind of like, what the fuck were you doing in my house?
Confringo. Revelio.
All right, so there's one there, and one there. Okay. So...
Accio.
If we come up to here... we should be... Really? All right, so we can hit those 2.
Confringo. Revelio. Confringo.
All right, so there we go. All right, just gotta find just the right spot. Gotta find that sweet spot and just really go to town.
Who lived here, I wonder?
Well, one of the keepers, I think.
Incendio! Revelio. Oh. Whoa. Oh. That wasn't too hard.
It isn't when you have a fucking broom. Look, you might be tired, but yawning and stretching on a broom is not exactly safe. All right, so there's a string of them right along there, so we'll just boom, boom, boom. I think we need 6 more? Is it 5 or 6? I don't remember. Doesn't matter. We need more than 3, so we're fine there. Oh, hey, even when we fast travel, we're still on our broom.
I know what that means. Merlin trial.
All right, I get the feeling we might need...
Wingardium Leviosa.
No?
Levioso. Accio. Revelio. Depulso.
Okay, so you are like, okay.
Flipendo.
Oh. Okay, so you have...
Confringo! Incendio!
So we are needing... Not sure which one we're needing.
Compulso! Flipendo!
Ah, there we go. We just need to keep flipping it around until we got all the right ones.
Incendio! Confringo! Revelio!
Is there a second one that we... Oh, yeah, there is.
Somebody out there? I know I'm not hearing things.
What's this? A child wandered too far.
Stupefy!
I will what?
Don't stupefy!
Finished by a stupefy. That's got to be embarrassing for you guys. Oh, wow. We are full up on those. Okay.
Flipendo!
All right, so that was a new one. I'd never seen one of those before. At least they're not all just like, okay, you know, here's one of like 4 different things. All right.
When the clouds are
Accio!
Me? Oh, I see what we need to do with this one. Okay. So we need to repair.
Reparo!
All right, so now we need 4 more. We're at 10. We need to go to 14. So, all right, cool. We're good towards getting another level. I think that may be one like a once a week thing, or every so often we're gonna just try and get another level of the Merlin trials done.
Oh, here's a pleasant surprise. Revelio.
All right, so there's one there. There's one in there. And one up there. Okay. So we need to...
Incendio.
burn you.
Confringo.
All right.
That's that.
Cool. I was afraid that one was going to be like a really tight timeline, but not really. Collect up some moonstones while we're at it. So... All right, we're going to go... Actually, we're going to teleport down there. We're just going to fast travel down there, hit those two, and I think that should be it. No, we might need one more. Why would anybody have all those honking flowers?
Revelio.
Oh, wow.
Revelio.
All right, two more. Yeah. But we've got another one close by. And then one down just south of Hogsmeade, and then we can just travel right into Hogsmeade.
Accio.
All right, looks like we are gathering moths here. All right.
Lumos.
Come on, little guys. Let's get you to your home. Hello? Oh, there they are.
Lumos.
All right, so now we just need the ones directly south of Hogsmeade, and we're good. Then we can go up to Hogsmeade and be like, yo, why the hell were you tormenting Mr. Moon? Not very nice. Oh, one of these. Okay. Well, this one looks pretty easy. Booyah! All right, so now we can come in here and upgrade again. So now we need 20 more and we're done. Oh man, we've got a long way to go on those. We need 10 more balloons. You know something? I'm willing to bet I know where those balloons are. I'm willing to bet the balloons are probably like down here. Let's fly around down here on the south end and see if we can't find 10 more balloons. Because if we can find 10 balloons, we'll have them all. We'll be done with that. Which would be nice. Just no more balloons to worry about. Unless our flying teacher's like, hey, so I want to see what you're capable of. Uh-huh. The balloonies. Really? That's just embarrassing.
Still nothing.
All right, so got a little bit further here, and then we've got kind of like up on that.
Revelio.
I would have figured that this area would have been ripe for balloons. Ah, there we go. Oh no, never mind. We still have 8 more balloons. Alright, so where have we not seen? All right, we haven't seen up towards the center of this area. There's a big old massive castle.
I may go to Hogsmeade.
And we haven't made it out to here yet.
Revelio.
You can't keep your eyes off a pretty lass, you can't. Quit a flick of a flop in your shoulder.
Okay, so Manor Cape. Looks like it would be a good place for some balloonies. Maybe around, like, this portion of it.
This could prove dangerous if I'm not careful.
Yeah, alright. And then it's just a matter of going and finding balloons that we've missed. Wait, that only counted. Oh, wait, are there 8? Okay, so there must be counting groups of balloons?
Revelio.
I'm guessing that's what they're talking about, is like groups of balloons?
Accio.
What is in here? Besides 13 galleons.
Revelio.
Never mind. I'll come back. I'll come back. So yeah, they say pop balloons, but what they really mean is pop groups of balloons. So each one of those, yeah, pop 15 sets of balloons while you're on your, okay, 15 sets of balloons. Right, okay. That makes a bit more sense. And we still need like 11 more of the ancient magic spots before we upgrade our thing to our the final level of stored ancient magic. Okay, so that's a lot of balloons. That is a lot of balloons. And I'm wondering if they don't change them, if they don't, like, some new ones appear with each season.
Those statues took time and effort.
Pardon me, sir, but About those curious demiguise statues I've seen.
What? Who are you? Why do you ask?
They're causing Mr. Moon terrible distress.
Ha! Good. That was the idea.
So you did create them?
Yes, I did. It was a ploy to give that pathetic oaf Moon a taste of the grief he caused me years ago. You are the one who's been pilfering them.
I am, at the request of Mr. Moon. I received your owl on your stationery.
Ah, well...
Yeah, dumbass.
Fitting Moon would enlist a student. Too cowardly to do it himself. Huh, hasn't changed a bit. Even when we were at school, he was a cowardly bully. Gave me a horrible nickname, which I shan't repeat. I was thrilled when we left school and he seemed gone for good. Then I started seeing him around Hogsmeade. It was too much. Even if I do take satisfaction in that his life's destiny was to be a lowly caretaker.
Mr. Moon does a good deal for the school, and he's taught me a lot. He's terrified of those statues.
I know. You should have seen his face when that boggart appeared. Oh, priceless. That's when I knew what I needed to do. I simply didn't want to encounter him anymore. So, I shrewdly put a boggart in his path to learn his greatest fear. I then created the demiguise statues to keep him in his place, so to speak. The moons were inspired play on his name. It worked brilliantly. Until you started clearing them out.
Sounds as if Mr. Moon deserved what he got. But perhaps it's time you both moved on.
Fair point, I suppose. If they've terrified him, as you say, he may have learned his lesson.
I will help make sure that he learned his lesson, okay? Just leave it to the student to teach the grown-ups how to behave properly. Ugh. Kids. They're worse than kids. They're like little children.
Mr. Moon, I've learned who's behind the demiguise statues. It was a classmate of yours that you bullied, Piers Pemberton.
Oh, I might have known. Pigtails Piers.
I don't think he likes being called that.
Of course he does. Oh, we had such flowing locks, and we used to laugh about them. I laughed the hardest of all. Clever, clever man. I'd no idea he was so devious. I must go and congratulate him. Whatever statues remain seem less terrifying now that I know they were put out by old pigtails. Continue collecting them if you like. As for me, I'm gonna go and pay a visit to my old friend.
Right, I don't think he sees you as a friend, sir. Okay, so now we have we just have the what are our friendship ones? Quests. Complete main quest, complete relationship quest. Right. Oh, that's the leprechaun outfits, what we're getting for that. Okay. So we only have 2 more assignments and we get top of the class cloak. I mean, we've only got, what, 14 more main quest storylines and we get the stone necklace? But we've got a lot of side relationship quests. Of course, we've just got tons of pages. I mean, we've only got 15 more in Hogsmeade, specifically in Hogsmeade. We've got like a lot here. We've got 16 in the just generally in the Highlands, and 27 in Hogwarts. Gee, man, crickets, that's a lot. Room of Requirements. We can't do that one yet. We need to rescue 6 more beasts, and we can get the Magical Chime spellcraft. If we upgrade your gear 10 more times, then we get Ancient Magic 2, the trait that we can put on our clothes, which would be rather nice. And then even more for number 3. Combat, we've got a lot of stuff to do in combat before we can get, like, all of our stuff. All right, but we're doing pretty good. We are doing pretty good. We are about 45% of our overall progress. We should probably see if... we'll need to identify stuff. All right, but I think that's where we're going to end for today. This just feels like a good place to end. So we're going to go ahead and make a save, a manual save. All right, with that done, as always, thank you guys very much for watching. If you liked the video, don't forget to hit the like button. If you're new here, don't forget to prod that subscribe button. If you want to be kept up to date of when we go live and stuff like that, make sure to ring the bell, but also check out the social media links down in the description below. Our Facebook page, our Twitter account, our Tumblr account, our Blue Sky account, and our permanent invite for the Discord server, where I try to make sure to notify you guys of when we go live and stuff like that. For example, later on tonight at 8 p.m. Central Standard Time, we're going to be doing Cyberpunk 2077. We are going on with the main storyline quest of meeting up with Takamura down on the streets, seeing if we can't work something out with Arasaka without, like, butting heads. And then tomorrow at 2 p.m. Central Standard Time, we're going to be back with more Hogwarts Legacy. All that so that you can stay tuned for more from Ollamh Productions. Cheerio!